Constable Jackson believed that the weapon used to kill Mrs. Jarvis was hidden on her property.
Well, either Jackson was mistaken, or Frank Scollard was convicted with false evidence.
Mrs. Burnham said that her husband was expecting a windfall.
I don't understand, sir.
I believe I do, George. Leslie Burnham also worked for Mrs. Jarvis.
So you think he killed her?
And then when Frank Stollard, an innocent man, was hanged, he decided to blackmail whoever provided the false evidence.
So who provided false evidence? Who was working the case?
Detective Strong.
Sir, Detective Strong watched Watts leave.
And then left shortly after. We have to find Watts.
Detectives shouldn't live or die by their conviction rate. Every one of us has had a few criminals slip through our fingers.
Not me. Not ever. I'll admit that this has gotten a little out of hand. First Mr. Burnham, then his wife, now you.
You're gonna murder a fellow officer of the law?
I was trying to do the right thing. Why couldn't you have just left this sorry business alone?
Nothing. So perhaps Detective Watts was never even at this estate.
George? This is Watts's watch. He was here.
He must have left that behind for us as a sign.
Sir? I've just spoken to the gardener. He saw a man fitting Detective Strong's description leading another man away in handcuffs.
He has Detective Watts, and he's likely taking him to the same place that he killed Leslie Burnham. Jackson knew Detective Strong killed Mr. Burnham. He believed he knew where the murder took place. The icon he used was a rectangle.
With the number 737.
It was a train.
Sir, then perhaps the numbers represent time.
288, isn't it, then?
No, but 737 is.
That's it. The murder didn't occur on a train. It happened as a train crossed an intersection, blew its horn, drowning out the gunshot.
Sir, Burnham's body was found near Queen and Norland.
We have 15 minutes. Let's split up.
You framed Gloria Burnham for the murder of her husband. You needed someone to take the fall.
Her finger marks are on the weapon.
But she didn't do it. You did.
Perhaps I did, but I had no choice. I won't pay a blackmailer.
Leslie Burnham knew that it was you who framed Mr. Stollard, and he knew that because he was the one who committed the murder.
Aren't you a clever detective?
You got an innocent man hanged, you murdered a guilty one, and now you're out to frame Mrs. Burnham? Where does it end?
Right here.